We got a pretty cool watch to look at today. Today we're going to check out the RZE, probably hacking this name, Aspirare. There are a lot of brands that produce adventure watches, but there are very few adventure watch brands. RZE is shaping up to be an outstanding adventure watch brand. They have several watches in their lineup now, and they are all built for the modern day adventure. Guys, before we get too deep here, if you could just hit that subscribe button and like this video, share it with some friends maybe, I would greatly appreciate it. I am trying to grow this channel, and that is the best way to grow it. You'd be surprised it's not as easy as you think here. So, thank you in advance. Today we are going to take a look at a very cool dive watch, the Aspirare. Now, I may be pronouncing that wrong. I don't know, but that's kind of what I think it is. So I'm going to keep going with it until somebody corrects me in the comments down below. Although if you're just typing it, I got to be honest, I'm not going to be able to fix a pronunciation off of a typed word. That's how I got the stupid pronunciation that I use today. Now, personally, I think anybody can wear this watch because it is a dive watch, and dive watches have a tendency of being on the larger size, but this watch does come in at 44 mil. So if you're looking for 40, 38, 42, you will definitely not find it in this. There's no way you could package this up to make it wear like a 40 mil. But what you can do is enjoy it as a 44 millimeter dive watch that's built for any adventure. Now, as good as it looks on this bracelet, it looks, in my opinion, even better on a strap. The rubber strap looks great, but also this NATO style strap that I put it on here. If you notice, there's something different about the NATO strapped version of this, and that is the bezel. That is because this watch has an interchangeable bezel system. This comes with two different bezels, the silver one you see here and the black bezel that gives you that traditional dive watch look. To swap the bezels is pretty simple. There are three tiny little screws that keep this bezel in place. You just unscrew those, take this bezel off, put the new bezel on, and screw it back down, and you are good to go. Now let's take a look at the specs and see why this watch stands out. Again, this is a 44 millimeter case. It's 13 millimeters thick. Lug millimeter is 22. When you go to buy those straps, you want to make sure you get a 22 mil strap. The weight, because the titanium, is 100 to 120 grams, depending on if you have the bracelet on the watch or not. It is a bead blasted grade 2 titanium case with the ultra hex coating. That coating gives it a little bit more hardness and toughness when it comes to beating the watch up. The movement is a Miyota 9015 automatic movement. It's 300 meters water resistance, which is 1,000 feet. Both bezels have a titanium insert. The applied indexes have super luminova. There's a sapphire crystal with an inner side super AR coating. This watch has a screw-in case back and a screw-down crown, which gives it that water resistancy, which makes sure that when you unscrew the crown, you re-screw the crown back before you take it in any kind of water or any kind of dirt. You really want to protect that movement by making sure this thing's screwed down nice and tight. Now, like every good tool watch, there are also drilled lugs. So the way that the case is set up, the lugs, it's a big lug to lug measurement, but the lugs themselves are not that big. But when it sits on the wrist, it doesn't have the lugs hanging over real long because they're nice and short. Everything on here is super comfortable. So there are edges, but they're rounded edges, and it is completely brushed. Looks fabulous. Guys, head on over to rzewatches.com. Check out the full catalog they have over there. But I think you'll love this watch. There's also a couple more over there I think you'll love too. That is all I got.